almost 14 years.
14 years.
Don't cheapen it.
Hey, my bad.
Okay, sorry about that, Anthony. What was the question?
Why'd you join the board in the first place?
It's interesting. I was just talking to Warner Cruz about this. I think it was last week. My daughter, my oldest daughter's married, and she actually works for another restoration company down in Colorado Springs, and her husband's Army Special Forces medic, so he's stationed down there. We went down to visit them. That's when you really feel like you've crossed the threshold to getting up there a little bit, Anthony, is when you go start staying with your kids at their houses. Yeah.
Well, mine are 3 and 6, so I got some years before that.
You're a couple years. You got a couple more years there. But so I went down there and in Colorado Springs, and there was a convention that I had attended in, I believe it was 2010. It was either 2009 or 2010. That's why 14 years we came up with. And it was grim. RIA was not in a good place at that convention. I remember at the Broadmoor when we had that convention, it was very, very poorly attended. I mean, it was sort of like a ghost town there. And I'd had a season there when RIA or when ASCR went to RIA that, I was really young. I was working to build the business. I don't think that, young people really had all that much of a chance of really making any impact at ASCR. It was, I certainly saw it as the good old boy club and something that I really wasn't all that welcome in that season. So I sort of disconnected. And then Warner Cruz was asked, I think by Frank Heaton, to take over a new council. And Warner called me up and said, "Hey, Mark," he was taking over his contents council.